I'm live. I'm live. I'm live. Hello, everyone. Ken the Bearded Accountant here, and let me say hello to whoever might be in here. Looks like we've got E. Before I've got my YouTube playing on the other one, but before I get into it, I did want to mention I came up with this thumbnail. I didn't know it was going to piss off Kentucky beardsmen the way it did. I just usually I come up with the thumbnail, 2-3 days ahead of time. Today I wasn't even sure if I was going to do a live stream, and I was kind of amazed by the growth spurt that Kentucky got, and it was just kind of on my mind. I guess I usually don't hear about anything that's going on. Apparently, based on his response to me, I guess people have been criticizing him, saying that he might have gotten them in underhanded way, which I don't think so. But let me. I in my thumbnail I say, how does a small channel get 300 subs in a day? Wish I knew. I think I do know because something similar happened to me. I think like a year and a half ago. I think it was similar. I'll tell you how I think it happens, and you guys can let me know if you think I'm right. But Kentucky did ask me not to get rid of his comments, so let me go through them real quick. Same way Dan C has gotten them, and every other channel that gets a boost from time to time by having companies and affiliates. Yeah, I think there's a real reason. What happened to me once is I got a blast within a very short window, and I think I know how it happens. It's not an underhanded way to get them. It's just, okay. Anyone that thinks myself or anyone I associate has or would buy subs, and I guess I've always said that I never know what's going on until like a month after it happens. So he's probably been getting some grief, people accusing him of doing that. I don't, but let's move on. Unsubscribe. Okay, but anyone that thinks that I would, please unsubscribe from me. At first, when I saw this, I thought he was telling me to unsubscribe. I've never been about numbers and never will be. Kind of like I won't get monetized. Have you noticed my latest series? Yeah, his latest series has been crazy popular. I would assume between the bands sharing my stuff, YouTube sharing my videos, and the algorithm, and me doing what I have to for years is paying off. Yes, but no, I think there's one specific thing that probably happened for you that gave you the boost you got. And as soon as I get through your comments, so please unsubscribe from my channel immediately. I don't have the time for fakes or people who assume I would have done something like that, especially when I'm the most scrutinized. I agree. You're scrutinized, and if you were the type to do it, you would have done it smarter. And put under a microscope. Yeah, you'd have to be a moron to do it all in one day. Quote unquote, mainstream reviewers that I call out constantly would notice something like that. No one in my position would be that effing stupid. Maybe instead of being mad that my channel is growing and starting to be more successful and having higher percentages, you should go and do something unique and different and worry about your channel's growth. I've got something unique coming. I just haven't gotten around to it. So I actually had 3 things I wanted to talk about today. One was that super duper great growth spurt that Kentucky Bearsman got. At first, I was like, how the hell does that happen? And then I thought about it, and I think I came up with why I think it could happen. I also wanted to talk about, I usually have the company that I do a review for on the following Thursday, if I can. I didn't do a review this Sunday. I did that Romance and Beards, and I didn't want to put that in the thumbnail. And I want to talk about, I think I'm going to finally trim my beard on the sides, and I want to talk about that. But let me say hello to the people in, and then I'll get into all 3 of those. And I'll tell you how I think Kentucky got all those subs in one day. Just my educated guess. If it happened to anyone that way, this would be my guess. Joshua Ricks, welcome in. E-Rock, thank you for coming. Benjamin, I'm not giving anyone now. And Ben, I just got your text and I did respond. I'll probably see you later. Jim Riley, welcome in. Chris, True North, waiting for Chris to, I saw a Facebook post not too long ago where Chris from True North said that they're getting into the process of making the product, but we'll have to see. I'll have to check out his Facebook page, see if they're Fault South. That's right, True North, Fault South. Gary Piner, welcome in. Piner's saying hi to E. Unofficial Ken. I did notice that he broke I think it was like 2,600. And that goes along with what I think happened for him. Hit that like button, absolutely. What's happening, Russ? Evening Accountant, I'm a big fan of Kentucky Beersman myself. Yep, I see your comments from time to time. With you, the Bearded Accountant, being my next favorite channel. All right. Copper John's channel shorts. I'm on there with Xmas Beardlight. I've been digging Copper John's shorts, but they make me jealous when I see those beards. But let me tell you what I think happened, how he got all those subs in one day. And it's similar to something that happened to me when I had, I think I had like 230 subs, and I put out this little short, YouTube short of my dogs screwing around with a hose, like biting at the water and kind of going nuts. I had a really cool thumbnail for it, and it got like, I don't know, 150 views, and then all of a sudden, like 6 months later, all of a sudden it got another 12,000 views within a very, very, very short period. And it wasn't the algorithm helping me out. It was, and I don't even know how I would look this up now, but I looked it up at the time and I figured it out. There was this pet dog channel with like 500,000 subscribers that had shared out my video. And I went to bed with like 238 subscribers and woke up with like 35, 40 more subscribers than I went to bed with. And it's at a lesser thing. But what happened with Kentucky's, as far as I can tell, like they all happened within a short period of time. And I'm just going to, if I was a betting man and I had to bet, how did it happen? I would say that some channel with a lot of juice shared it out and said, check out this guy, sub to him, something like that. Because it was a short like burst of subs. It came and it stopped kind of. And just my personal experience, the only time that ever happened to me was when a huge monster channel shared out my video and I got a bunch of subs off it. So yeah, I don't know what everybody's been saying. How is it possible to jump up that much in a day? For me, it was only about 40 or 50 subs, but at the time I only had like 230 subscribers, and it was a crazy jump for me at the time. Only way I can see it happening is if some big channel with a lot of juice shared out his video and said, guys, check this out, you're gonna love it, and support him. Because like I said, it was quick and abrupt, and then it stopped. So, and as far as Kentucky, I don't know what everybody's been saying about you. So I guess I can see how that thumbnail, might have made you think that it was coming on here to really kind of dish dirt on you. That wasn't my intention. My intention was, it was 6 o'clock, 2 hours before the stream started. I didn't know what the hell I was going to do for a thumbnail. So I thought, I'd been thinking about it. Because at first I was baffled, then I remembered what happened to me, and I thought, why the hell not? And like I said, I didn't want to do like a beards and romance thing because I felt stupid doing it again, and I didn't want to put a thumbnail about talking about me trimming the sides of my beard. But I would love to know who the hell shared out one of his videos. When I saw that Daniel go to 2,600, I'm assuming somebody shared out that video for him. Somebody, like I said, with a lot of juice, a lot of subs, and just was trying to, show some love. And he got it. So, but I did. The only thing I would criticize, there was one comment here. Let me see if I can find it. Okay. Let me see. Nope, it wasn't that. Maybe there was nothing I didn't like, because I could have sworn one of his comments kind of rubbed me the wrong way. But I'm looking now and I don't see. I might have been reading it too quick. I thought it was something about why you're worrying about my channel. And my only response would be, if he even said it. Let me see. I could have been just reading quickly. Or maybe it was in a private message on Instagram, which, if that's the case, then doesn't matter, because it was a private message. But yeah, so, and what else have we got here? Yeah, it went from 800 to 2.9K. Yeah, and to me that means somebody shared it. And that's all there is to it. Somebody, yeah, when I saw it, I kind of, went dipping into, looking at his videos, see what got all that activity that caused that many subscribers. And the Daniel video was the only one that seemed to have it, like, at that level, 2.9. So if I was a betting man, I would bet that some big, huge channel or someone with a really dedicated following shared it out, had some kind words, and it, resulted in a really nice day for Kentucky Beardsman. Yeah, does that matter? When you get that many views. I've got a video with like 12,000. It's almost 12,000 views, and it's not a dog video. It's actually me in a video, and I kind of tempted to take a look and see how many likes that one has. Yeah, no, so, like I said, and I don't even know if people. I'm sure somebody's been saying stuff, but I don't really talk to a lot of people on Instagram. And when I do, it's just friendly chit chat. It's not, did you hear what this guy did or that guy did? He told me that he spent $20, 0.05 per view in the comments on. I don't know what you mean by that. Yeah, I mean, I'll look at the comments, but my bet is that somebody big shared it. Woof woof. Franken beans. Unofficial Ken, I don't think you're telling the truth about that. I think you're making that up. It doesn't sound like something he would stick in his comments. It doesn't sound like something he would do. But yeah, I mean, check the comments. It's either there or it's not. Just got in my custom oil and butter from Lux. Absolutely fire. In fact, I don't know, Joshua, if it's you that was telling me. I've got that Southern Bastard, but with tobacco instead of cinnamon, and I've been wearing that for the last like 5 or 6 days. I can't get enough of it. For a fruit scent, it lasts for forever, 8+ hours. Yeah, go ahead and copy and paste it. It just doesn't sound it doesn't sound like something I would expect to see, but we can check it out. So if anybody else has any comment about that, I think I've said about enough. When I put that thumbnail on, I didn't expect it to be a big deal. I was just trying to, come up with something quick. It was 6 o'clock. I was debating not even doing the live stream, and just said, Ken, don't be a jerk, like, do the live stream. of the three things I wanted to talk about, that sounded like the best thumbnail to use. But the second thing I wanted to talk about was that video, the video I did last Sunday, Romance and Beards. Just get you guys' perspective on that. I am really, really thinking that, and I might have to use Luxurious Bastard exclusively. Can't get enough. That's what I've been doing for the last week, except for the last 2 days. I've been wearing, just got in order from Captain Stash. And we've got Ellie Orchid in the house. Welcome in. And people saying hi to Ellie. But yeah, I've come to the conclusion that a big long beard definitely helps in the romance area. Yeah, of course, some ladies are going to be turned off completely. I've actually got something that happened to me last Saturday that if I even said what happened, I'd have a lot of you at home going, bullshit. It's... And 1886 from Lux is amazing. It's funny you say that. Is from what I've heard, 1886 is taking over 1912 as his bestseller. And people saying hi to Ellie. Nicholas E., welcome in. But yeah, I had a very young woman proposition me that it kind of shocked me. But I couldn't even tell the story because you guys would think I'm full of it, that I'm making it up. I need to try his beard and body wash. A long time ago, I used his, when I was first getting started, used his co-wash, conditioning wash. In my understanding, it was not just a conditioner. It was a conditioner with some cleaning agents in it, which kind of didn't make sense to me. I used up the bottle, and then I decided that kind of product that's doing kind of two opposite things at the same time wasn't for me. I love 1886. Great scent, super unique. Something? I love 1912, and 1912 surprises me for another reason, because it's got cinnamon in it, and I love it. And I guess Western Ram, unofficial Ken, I read it. It says nothing about him buying any subs or views. He was just explaining to you. He never admitted to doing that. So I guess he was just explaining that's how it can work if someone does it, not that he was doing it. Frank Beans, come. I'm sorry, Love Them Labs. They didn't show the proper respect. Come on up, Beansy. Say hi to Love Them Labs. Come on up. Okay, Frankie. You're the first. You're going to say hi to Love Them Labs? Say hi. Good boy. Okay, let Beansy up. Come on, Beansy. Up. Hurry up. We can't spend the whole night on you. Come on. There we go. That's my boy. Say hi to Love Them Labs. Good boy. So, okay, they're awake. I don't have any treats in the drawer, so I can spend 20 to make sure shares my content with 5 cents. Well, and if you did it with Google, that wouldn't be the same thing as doing it through YouTube. But I don't think he's doing either one. And I haven't read the that post, so. Hello, Russ Young. Good for you. But, and the other thing for some reason, I'm getting kind of sick of my beard looking kind of crappy. On the sides here, this here right here just only gets this long. And I was watching Will that had 607. Now he's got Black Hawk. And I was looking at his beard, how he has it like trimmed down to like here. And I was thinking, all the crap I've got here does nothing but make me look bad. It's not really contributing to the beard. And unofficial Ken, you're putting a fraction of a sentence as opposed to the entirety of what was said. Sounds to me that you're misinterpreting Kentucky. I wish I had the wherewithal to be doing the stream and go and check it out. Western Rim, you could always just, if you can, copy and paste it, settle it right here. I know you're a big fan of Kentucky, and I watch all his videos. I don't comment the way I used to, just because I don't want to get involved in the people who do get upset with some of the things he says. So obviously we got Western Rim, a big fan, and Unofficial Ken, not so much. So, but Ian, I'm wondering, what does everyone have in beer tonight? I'll tell you what I've got is I've got Winter Woods from Captain Stash, and that is his holiday scent. And I just noticed that I'm only 20 minutes in, and I've supposedly got 40 minutes to go. I don't know what the hell I'm going to talk about now, because we can't talk about me trimming the sides of my beard for 40 minutes. In 1886 from Lux. I've got to check out, from what I heard Lux saying, is that it's now basically pushing out 1912 as a bestseller. And I guess I've just got to try it. New collab with Jay's Essentials, Home Alone. You know something? Lately, I've been wearing whatever the hell I want. For the last week or so, it's been Lux's, he called it, it's basically Southern Bastard, but he called it Plantation for the peaches. I've got in Lux's Black Friday oil. And Joshua Ricks. Yeah, how is that scent? Bay Area Mikvah. I think I've got 5 scents from Bay Area. I love his strawberry scents. Jolly Old Fat Man, Kringle's Cabin Escape Oil, and Dirty Snow. The thing I wanted to get from Jolly Old Fat Man, I watched a live he did on Instagram, and he was talking about some new oil he's got that's really unique. He's only got it in 1 scent, how it's going to beat out all his other blends. I want to try that. Something else I recently purchased, I was watching a live from Will, Blackhawk now, used to be 607. And I had to finally try this butter that he's been talking about. Black Rebel, the wild one. I have to check out Black Rebel again. I've been tempted to buy just a ton of samples, but I kind of just I think I'm going to pick out 2 or 3, 4 and just go with that. It's really goody, a tad later than usual. Actually, I've got a night I'm really looking forward to on Saturday, and I was trying to think of what I want to wear to really make an impression, and I think I'm going to go with 1912. It's manly, it's strong, people sitting next to you are going to smell it. Beard Shack Bay Rum Butter. All right. A lot of people have been talking about wearing butter only. I don't know if that's quite for me yet. Do you realize buying view and subs is something that's not easy to do? You have to be a computer guy with lots of knowledge of that stuff. I remember reading an article about doing that, and they were talking about, they were rating the places you could go to buy subs based on how safe it was, to not get caught by YouTube. And, it was really kind of interesting. It looked like it was not difficult to do. You just have to, they were rating the different places to do it, where in like rating the level of how easy or difficult it would be to get caught. Irish Blue, Chesapeake. I think I had Irish Blue. I just don't remember. Badass Beard Care, Mountain Man Beard Oil. I haven't had Badass in a long time. And yes, you can buy an ad for so many dollars, basically 5. Yeah, but buying an ad is different than buying views or buying subscribers. So I can spend 20 to make sure Google shares my content with, well, you do the math. Yeah, I would think that. I mean, I wouldn't do it, but if someone did do it, buying an ad to try and help out your channel is different than going to one of those shady companies that's going to have fake viewers. Yeah, I mean, an ad on Google, I think, is a completely different story than, for example, I wear these sweatshirts often, and a ton of my friends have these sweatshirts and t-shirts, and that's pretty much the same thing as, a Google ad. It's just a different way of advertising. Ordered it. I wonder what Russ just ordered. I have not even started my Christmas shopping. I've been seeing this girl, and I'm kind of in that in between thing where I'm not even sure if I know I have to get her a present. She already mentioned that she got me one. But had she not said that, it would have been a little shaky whether I need to get her something. But no, I haven't even started. The big thing that I'm struggling with, my little one wants this. I've got the name of it. It's one of those um, virtual reality headset things, and the damn things, to get a decent one, with everything you need, is like $500. And there's just a part of me, I don't mind spending the $500 on her, but for $500 I could get her like a really kick-ass electric scooter or something really cool, as opposed to a virtual reality headset. But no, I haven't even started it. I'll get around to it. I have been going crazy with work. This is the time of year where I do a lot of CPE, continuing professional education. So my days are really jam packed. If someone, and I'm not saying he did, I don't really care, but to me it doesn't sound like him. But I will say that if someone did a Google ad, it's definitely different than buying views. Yeah, I wish I was putting a little more effort into growing my channel. And I told you how I think it happened. I think somebody with some juice shared it out, and that's how it happened. Yeah, no, I don't think the algorithm helped them out. I don't think all that. I think only way, legitimate way I see that it could happen, to my mind, and if I were to put money on how it happened, is somebody with some juice, with a lot of followers or dedicated followers, he shared it out and got them to help and support. Because it happened to me, not on the same level, but it happened the same way. Ton of views in a short period of time. Went to bed with one level of subscribers, got up with a whole different level, and it was based on somebody big sharing it. At the time, it took me about 6 weeks to look into it, and I figured out, I don't remember how I figured it out, but I figured out which channel shared it, and it was some sort of dog channel with a 500,000 subscribers. Yeah, you know what, Love Them Labs? The only thing I really use butter for now is shaping and holding. If I just use oil, it's a little bit, kind of flyaway-ish, and I put the butter just to kind of hold it in. I've started thinking that maybe I should be revisiting balm, since I'm not using it to soften my beard anymore. Dagan, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Everyone saying hello to Dagan. Aldemir, welcome in. Look at that beard. That's coming in beautifully. Man, that thing is thick as heck. You know what, Russ? I've been really trying to hold off from buying a ton of product. I recently got my stuff in from Captain Stash. I did put in, I heard a Will from Blackhawk talking about how great his butter is, and I just had to go for it. And Jolly Old Fat Man, it was kind of the same thing. He seemed so proud of it that I really want to give it a shot. Voodoo Men's Craft. I've got to say, I use Voodoo Men's Craft more than a lot of different companies, because in part of it is I love the 1 ounce butter that he offers. I love that I've got a butter that I'm going to use up basically as quick as the oil. The scent I've been going to recently is Mad Scientist. And I do have Lazy Bones, but it's kind of winter right now. But Mad Scientist, and I've got it. I've really been trying to hold off on buying, but I think I've got to get back to Voodoo Men's Craft. And the other, a lot of companies I'll never get. I'll get the unscented butter, and then I'll get oils. With Voodoo Men's Craft, I always get the combo because it's nice little teeny 1 ounce butter, and I don't have to worry about the thing rotting on my shelf because I'm going to use it up. Yee, being Mr. Friendly. And who else have we got? And who are we talking about? Well, I was talking about the growth spurt with Kentucky Beardsman, and at the beginning of the stream, I went through a number of comments that Kentucky left me. I guess he was pissed off because I guess some people have been criticizing him. Yeah, so he just kind of put forth his argument. I guess he probably has been criticized by people accusing him of doing something, something shady to get all those views and all those subs in a short period of time. To me, I think, I'll say it again since you asked. I think somebody big, somebody with a good following, probably shared out one of his videos, probably the Daniel the Bearded one, and they're very supportive of who they shared it out to, liked what they saw, and boom, you got a bunch of subs. I must be having bad reception. Why? Can you not hear me? Yeah, and I was just basically wanted to talk about how amazing the growth was. I mean, I think it was like nearly 300 in a day. And to me, the only way that happens is if someone big shares your video. And pretty much the thumbnail where I say, I wish how does a small channel get 300 subs in a day? Wish I knew. Kind of like I wish I knew who the hell shared it for them, and they'd share mine. I wouldn't mind getting 300 subs in a day. And I know I wouldn't do anything shady to get them. So if people started talking, I give a damn. I'll just take the subs. He's getting a lot of views because of the content he's doing lately. Yeah, no, his new series is definitely, and a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people say it's bad, but it's, it's getting views. It's people want to watch it. But like I said, he was getting good views compared to he was before. And I was a little jealous of the views he was getting before he even started this series. For whatever reason, my views have fallen off, but his have stayed steady. I used to get like 90 views a video and often over 100. Lately, it's more like 70 and, hardly ever over 100. So even before he started the series, he was getting, nice views for his subscriber count. The only thing that kind of saves me is I've got some videos that over time are doing well. And so when I look at my daily views, they're still up there, but it's because of old stuff that I did that kind of did well. Crusher James Gang just went on sale. That profile in New Blend is going to be the bomb. Crusher. I haven't tried Crusher's creations in quite a while. I think I had him on the stream at one point. I've got to look back and see who I had. And does Gary Piner. I don't understand how guys get unscented unless you were allergic to something. I get unscented because if I get 4 oils from a company, I don't want to get 4 butters to match it. I want to get 4 oils and I want to get 1 butter. That 1 butter will be unscented. And when I put the butter on after the oil, if it masks it at all, I just get a little bit more oil and put it on top of the butter to keep that scent up. Because for me, I go through oil a lot quicker than butter, and I don't want to be stuck with 4 tins of butter that I don't have an oil that matches it, and that I'm going to leave sitting on the shelf until they rot. So I want unscented because I'm going to use the oil to get the scent, and I want to be able to use that butter with anything. And let's say I get a butter by one company that's awesome. I want to use it all the time. It's my go-to. I can use that one unscented butter with oil from any company in any scent. So that's why this guy uses unscented, even though I'm not allergic. Yeah, I've got to check out Alex's site. I've got to check out the that 1886 Jaleo Fat Man's new super duper oil. I've got to check out a lot of stuff. I'm just sick of spending money. And I didn't even review them. All I did was I put up a thumbnail that says, how does a channel get 300 subs in a day? Wish I knew. And for someone that his new very successful thing is reviewing other reviewers, to automatically, go a little crazy over a thumbnail before I even said anything. I can see if I get on here and said, this is such bullshit, there's no way he got him. But that was never my intent. So he also had a spurt because of the Hemp Wizard review. The band that had the collab shared it out. You know what? And maybe I don't know when it got shared out, but no idea. But maybe it's the band. A band shares something out, and I didn't notice the Hemp Wizard had a lot, or that it was tied to a band. But that could be the answer right there. The band shared it out, and all their people that love them now love Kentucky. Why, thank you. Can't wait to try Santa's holiday. I've got to tell you one thing about the one I'm wearing today, Winter Woods. It had pine in it. Clint from Captain Stash sent it to me along with my order, because I would never buy something with pine in it. And I've got to tell you, I really like it. The pine is not messing with me at all. It gives me the feeling of like a Christmas tree when it first goes in, but then the pine dissipates and I can't even tell it's there. And yeah, like I said, I've got to try Voodoo again. Not just because I love the size. I love the product too, but I really love that 1 ounce butter. And what else have we got here? BGG, you may want, so it sounds like there might be a mistake with the thumbnail. Sweet blueberry and sweet tobacco. Oh my God, I don't know what that is, but that sounds amazing. I've messed it up before, and I'll catch it, John Cooper, thanks for coming in. You know what? I love unscented butters. I mean, I'd rather have scented butter, but I'm not a millionaire and I don't want to just throw money away. But pretty much the only company that I will always, always, always buy the butter to go along is Voodoo Men's Craft, because of that 1 ounce size. From way back when, I remember people talking about butter and how some butters had characteristics that weren't quite good to get into your skin the same way oil would be. So when I hear about these body butters, I'm kind of intrigued. I went to an estate sale a few days ago and spent $1,000. That sounds awesome. Like, I'm kind of curious what you found. I've got this dream of going to like an estate sale and finding some trunk. They just, it's locked. They can't get it open. They just sell it as is. And it's full of all kind of golden age comic books. What's Jaleel Fat Man's new blend? I don't remember the name, but it's, if you went to a site, it'd be the one that's not any of the old ones. Let me see if I can get Jaleel Fat Man, see if I can tell you what it is real quick, unless somebody else already knows what it is. And opening up this winter can, I will send you a message on Instagram. Thank you very much. And you know what? I can see how it's taken longer than you would have expected. All kinds of unforeseen problems pop up. Chris Perez, welcome in. Bearded Accountant, favorite beard oil scent of all time. Holy smokes. My favorite beard oil scent of all time. I mean, there's really not one, but if I had to pick one, it would be Sweet Grove from Luxurious Bastard. But it's not the Sweet Grove that he had a few months ago. It was a custom, and it was sweet oranges with orange zest in the background. I think I bought like three bottles of the same custom. I've still got the bomb. The bomb still works. The last time I ordered it, I didn't describe it right. I just kind of assumed that Lux would remember. And I just said orange and sweet orange and orange zest. And instead of it being the way it had been the first few times, sweet orange with zest in the background, it was like half and half. It was still good, but best scent of all time would have to be that sweet orange with orange zest in the background. I couldn't get enough. Crushers James Gang Sweet Blueberry Sweet Tobacco. That sounds awesome. I'm trying to think of the other company that had a blueberry and tobacco that I really loved. I think it was Fable, Witch Doctor or something like that. I don't really like Fable oils, but I always loved all their scents, and that was a real favorite of mine. And Ferocious has a great beard butter. I don't think I've ever tried his butter. I've got his bomb, but I don't think I have his butter. I like the hat. How do you get that hat to stay on your head? Nicholas Z. Yeah, Ferocious butter is super nice. It's one of those things. I've got so many super nice things that I probably should try that I can't. I'm not a fan of Fable either, but I do have to say that their scents were always up my alley. The only Fable product I would ever I really don't like Fable. I can wear it, but if I wear it more than 2 days in a row, it doesn't work for me. And I don't, it's an oil. I think it's like 4 or 5 oil blend. Number one is castor on the ingredients list, and it does not feel like it's castor. I think what he's doing is using expeller pressed castor, not because it's cheaper, but because it's easier to work with. It's not like Artius Man where, you've really got to take your time applying it. And I think that because at one point a couple of years ago, contacted him and said, I'm thinking about adding castor. And he said, oh, but if you're going to add castor, make sure you get this one. I looked it up and I sent him a message back saying, do you realize the one you're telling me to get is expeller pressed? And I didn't get a response. So, oops, sorry guys. Hi, Shannon. Actually doing the live stream right now. Can I give you a call back? Oh, sorry. Yeah, sorry. Bye. Okay, bye. You know what? I saw your review of Angry Redhead, and it sounded pretty damn good. I remember you shouting its praises. But again, I mean, I've got so much stuff to try. In fact, with just the stuff I got from Captain Stash, I'm going to have enough to do, 3 different reviews. So, and what have we got? Mad Viking never disappoints. I think I've heard you, Chris, talk about Mad Viking before. So it's Angry. I've got so many companies. I've got a list somewhere. T3 I've never tried. If I brought up the list, I've got like 12 companies that I've told myself I've got to try. Yeah, and I really think the next one for me to try is the Jolly Old Fat Man. And I looked up Jolly Old Fat Man, and I guess there's some sort of cartoon. Let's put in beard. And let's see if we can. He's got an awesome page that lists his different blends on one page. And I don't know, I know I've found it before, but I seem to remember it not being the easiest thing. Like I always kind of luck into it, but it's beautiful. It just lists all the different blends he's got on top of each other so you can compare them and contrast them. And I don't know where it is. More. No, I don't know where the hell it is. I know it's there. I can't see him ever removing that. It's just a little, if anyone knows where to find that, it's just a little grid and it shows the different blends and the ingredients all in one place. What have we got going on here? If we buy from every existing company, we could go bankrupt. Absolutely. And guess what, fellas? I checked my mailbox and there it is, the oil combo I won on Jordan Candleton from Woolly Wizard Elixir of Truth. I've got to tell you, I watched that live and it just didn't sound like it was for me. And Woolly Wizard's one of those companies where I look at his scents and pretty much almost each and every one of them is right up my alley. And that one, just with the maple and all that, just didn't sound like it was for me. I'm kind of curious what you think of it, if you've opened it up yet. Jolly Old Fat Man, T3, and Crushers are on my try list. I know I did Crushers recently. I think he sent me some stuff. Unofficial Ken, Crushers is amazing, great company. I do remember trying some Crushers not all that long ago. And I think I had in my head that I didn't like Crushers. I had some oil and butter from somebody, and it turned out it wasn't even Crushers, but somehow I got it in my head. I got it confused with another company. Yeah. Almost similar to the custom I made with Lex Bastard with more bourbon on front. Yeah, I'm not much of a bourbon guy. In fact, I've got one from Captain Stash that I'm just kind of assuming. Jolly Old Fat Man site is down until after New Year. I'm on his site right now and it's not down. Oh, maybe it's okay, it's down as far as you can't order, but you can go on the site. I'm on the site right now, and it does have a notification that, yeah, it's closed as he transforms into Santa. So I guess I'm waiting to get that new oil. And what else have we got? Which custom was that, Oldemir? That's the new. No, I think he was talking about how the new one from Woolly Wizard is like a custom he got from Lux, but he didn't mention what that custom is, which could be anything. Yeah, I could have sworn I've recently, you know what? I've got to figure out what I've got from Crushers and give it another shot. Oh, customs from Voodoo, El Toro, and smoked watermelon. I've got, I think it's Two Realms from Woolly Wizard that is very strong, watermelon scent in it, and I absolutely love it. Bearded Cotton, my favorite scent is Hendrix from Black Rebel. I think his oil is really good, slightly overrated though, but the Hendrix scent is by far my favorite ever. You know what? I love Black Rebel. I like Black Rebel's oil, and I love some of his scents. When I get a scent from him that I like, I mean, I love it, and I love that he's strong, sort of like Lux. Um, the other one with Ostrich that I've, what's it that the one that comes in the orange bottle from Miami? Um, to me, he intentionally makes his scents light for the guys that like them light. So I've always, as far as bird juice, always Black Rebel. Well, used to be one of the only ones out there. Now we've got, everybody doing it. But I've still got a warm place in my heart for Black Rebel, and especially the butter. I really dig the butter. Yeah, it's Santa season, so he's busy. Evan, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Is Yeah, Magnanimous is the guy who drinks his oil. I said I was going to get some from him, uh, but I think I didn't order because when you order his oil, you can either get light scented, medium scented, or strong scented. And I mean, I'm assuming I want strong scented, but yeah, Magnanimous is the guy that drinks his oil. Yeah, I have too. He's got a ton of scents. Maybe Magnanimous is one that I should give it a shot to. The company that I tried that I was really kind of disappointed with that, was seemed like it was starting to make a bit of a splash was Educated Beard, just too expensive. I will say that I've been digging their butter. It's, I don't know, something about the clay in it seems to give me some good hold. Yes, he drank in a video once. Yeah. That, in fact, that video is what got me to check out his site. And I almost ordered a couple of times, but just wasn't sure what I wanted to get. There were a lot of scents there, and I just kind of gave up and forgot about it. Thanks, Evan. Bet everything, yeah, I'm sure everything came out easy after that. Isn't Two Realms Kyle's collab? Sounded good. Never tried it. Yep, the Two Realms is Kyle's collab, and I got to tell you, I love it. It's awesome. So, oh, has anyone tried Black Rebel's washer conditioner? Can give any feedback on it. You know what? I think I did, but I think it was like 3 years ago, so I don't remember. Yes, unofficial Ken Magic City. I mean, I like it. I love South Beach. I just don't love that I don't get to enjoy it for that long and it's kind of late. But if I had to pick a citrus, like a summer citrus cologne that I absolutely love, my God, South Beach is just incredible. And I did really like, they've got one that's super light. And then they came out with one that's almost the same thing, but with just a little teeny twist on it. New Money. I don't remember what the old scent was, but I really dig Magic City, but just not enough. If I'm going to buy bird juice, I'm probably going to get Black Rebel for those super strong scents. Noel Oil and Butter from West Y is really good. I think I've tried West. You know what? I think for the longest time, I had tried Razorback and for some reason got it confused with West Y and thought I had tried West Y. Educated Butter was good. Oil didn't work for me. I like the butter. Yeah. And the oil was, okay. I remember seeing a live with them and they were talking about, for one, they were justifying the high cost because they want to pay their people well. And that sounds like a great, thing to do, but I don't want to pay 13-15 bucks more for a bottle of oil than I should, because then I'm paying their people better. I want to keep my money. And what else? Oh, and then the wife's side of the partnership, made the comment that it's really not high priced because it's such a quality oil that you don't have to use as much, so it's not really $33 because you're kind of getting more because you need less, which was total nonsense. So that kind of turned me off. Yep, he's got his own beard YouTube channel where, among other things, he drinks oil. Joshua Ricks is called Cavendish, kind of maple chocolatey tobacco scent. Yeah, I don't know if that sounds like it's up my alley. Oh, fix the thumbnail. Great. If you use Black Rebel's washer conditioner, you will smell like that scent for hours, but it works pretty well. Noel from Is Too Heavy and Pine for me. Yeah, I was surprised. Speaking of pine, when I did that pine scented oil today, Winter Woods, and I actually liked it. I was shocked. Razorback butter is kind of awesome, since I got Razorback confused with West Y. Yeah, but you're not going to wear it. Well, maybe you will wear Hendrix every day. I like it for a wash if it just, maybe you enjoy it a little bit while you're putting it in, but then it's gone, to not conflict with anything you're going to do afterwards. And Hendrix is a good one. It's funny with Black Rebel, a lot of his scents, I really don't like them. But when I do like them, I love them. Even something like the Cash, it's not really up my alley. I really liked it because I knew it was really good, but I'm not really into the bourbon. I used up the whole bottle, but I kind of enjoyed it, but at the same time didn't. Is Barnyard any good new? You know what? I'd say I'm going to check out West Y, but I'm probably not. True North, I will definitely try when you open up. Yeah, everybody's got a great feeling beard. Sun dropping and backwoods are nice. El Rey is worth the look. Sun dropping. I don't know how many times I've heard people talk about sun dropping, and I've been like, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it, I'm gonna get it, and then I don't even remember who does sun dropping. And if you tell me who does it, then I'll probably check out the site and not order. And then when Black Rebel changed his blend, I did not care for it. I preferred the old Emu blend more than the new Ostrich blend myself, but it's still good, I think. What kind of music do I listen to? It depends. Lately, I've actually been listening to a little bit of country. Just my lady in the car, putting it on a country station. And I think what's kind of drawn me to the country music is every song I'm hearing is new to me. So, but I mean, I like pretty much everything. I like classic rock. I like some really old school rap, like Run DMC, maybe some old Jay-Z, old, what's his name? LL Cool J. But all the new stuff I think really stinks. And now when I think of Jay-Z, I think of how many songs he destroys, like that New York song. It's like, man, we got to listen to him for this part of the song. Yeah, I mean, the last butter I ordered, it was just because I had been thinking about it for a while. And my go-to butter for styling is almost at the bottom. It was a 4-ounce bottle. I've had it forever. And West Y is sun dropping. Okay, maybe I will try it until I forget that West Y is the one that does sun dropping. And we are almost at the hour point. So I think I'm going to call this a wrap. I don't know, not everyone that's here now was here at the beginning. But yeah, Kentucky was a little pissed off and, put a bunch of posts up. And I think maybe people have been criticizing him and he thought I was jumping on the bandwagon. But I really wasn't. If people had been criticizing him, saying he bought viewers and stuff like that. I didn't realize it. Probably should have. I don't really involve myself in a lot of these discussions. I thought it was interesting that, he hit such a, big chunk of subscribers in such a short period of time. Wasn't intended to criticize him, but he definitely thought I was jumping on the bandwagon and criticizing him. If he watched this, hopefully he realizes I was not, I just didn't know what to put up for a thumbnail. Today I was doing it last minute. Usually I put them up on a Wednesday. I put up the thumbnail today at 6:00. I was debating even bothering to do the live stream today, and then I realized, I can't just blow off a Thursday because I don't feel like it. I would too. I probably won't buy it for a while. I have taken a halt from buying. I say I've taken a halt, but I just bought my Captain Stash and I just bought my Black Hawk butter. And, well, jolly old fat man helped me out by closing down his site for a month. But so everyone, it's that time when a couple of the guys are starting their live streams. So I like to get out and not step on toes. And I will hopefully see you all next week, and have a good one. Thank you all for coming in, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.